I don't think you could have wrecked a worse thing. Like your Lamborghini would be an easier thing to fix. I don't think I've ever seen you this happy ever than when he crashed in that tree.
18-year-old kid going 113 miles an hour, and then let's blow his tires out.
Gav is still dating his girl after we set him up on speed dating.
Yep, going on 5 months now.
And it's fun for me to watch your guys' relationship bloom. Because I think low-key, even though you guys don't know it, you're best buds.
Yeah, I'm only getting audio in one ear.
You gotta wiggle your...
Yeah, oh, that's my whole
microphone.
life, bro. It's fine.
God, that's gonna suck.
It's not ideal.
That's why he freaked out so much when his one ear didn't work.
Yeah, it's still really not working right either. It's been like
Really?
2 months, yeah.
Did you go to the doctor?
Yeah, I did one time, and they gave me some drops. Didn't do nothing.
What happened?
Daltons slammed cake into my ear.
Yeah, dude, they were like getting really
What are you guys
freaky.
doing?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
were
what are you
getting really
doing?
weird.
His cake in your ear.
Dude, honestly,
Where else
Yeah,
did
he
it
blew
go?
out his
Here?
eardrum.
it was wine night. I don't really know exactly what led up to that, but yeah, just wine night.
Got a little freaky.
Cake, ear.
Can't hear anymore.
The new AirPods work as
Hearing
they're-
aids?
Yeah, they're hearing aids, like medical grade hearing aids.
Wow.
So you could walk around with AirPods in, you'd look like a finance bro.
How expensive are those? Aren't hearing aids like 10 grand?
Yeah, I mean, a couple $100 for AirPods.
So are normal
Hearing's
hearing
not
aids
worth that for him.
overpriced, or are these? I mean, maybe they're gonna run the big hearing aid business.
I did hear that you can play music to hearing aids now.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
it's
You
kinda
should.
sick,
They're
actually.
pretty
You should be
expensive.
able
You
to.
should be able
Right
to,
in
yeah.
here, yeah.
All right, guys. Well, welcome back to the podcast. On today's episode, we've got our buddy Gav. Woo!
Thank you, guys.
And Ev sitting in.
Let's go, baby.
Yep.
Three-wheelers.
Speaking of
Dirt
three-wheelers,
bikes.
Gav, congratulations. We want to congratulate you on the backflip.
Thank you, guys. Really appreciate that.
dude.
You haven't done it to dirt yet, but I don't even care. I think just the fact that you did it to foam pit is amazing.
Appreciate the heck out of that. It was so freaking scary leading up to it, man. I was almost throwing up in the morning. I was like, shit, what do I
Were
do?
you
What do
really?
I was nervous as hell. And once you show up, they'll kind of look at the ramp. It's like, all right, I can do this. I can do this.
And you were at Travis Pastrana's house.
at Pastrana's, yep. And met them at the van race. They were like, come on out. I walked up to Travis and was like, hey, I need some help. He's like, what do you need? I go, I need to learn how to do the three-wheeler. Next thing you know, I'm
How
on
to do the three-wheeler.
He
How
knew
did he-
exactly what you
and
meant.
he knew exactly what I meant. Yeah, so next thing you know, I'm on a plane ride out there and learning how to do a backflip on a pit bike. So that was probably the scariest part about it is they put me on two wheels at first, which I am not good on.
Right. When I look at you, your body type doesn't necessarily like strike me as backflip. Like
does-
even if you were on a trampoline, I don't know if can you do a backflip on a trampoline?
Somehow I can. Yeah,
Oh, really?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It's kind of like a bee flying,
But the
it can
thing
still
is-
happen.
You are built like a three-wheeler rider.
A bee flying.
Yeah, bees
That's
are
a
supposed
great-
to fly.
Yeah, but think about it. They're kind of like they're wider set, like
got
the
some-
bumblebees.
They got some big wings.
Like think about the bumblebees. Like Gavin's kind of like built like a bumblebee.
Thanks.
That's a weird. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, so yeah, built to take a crash. Definitely took a couple, pit bikes to
Into
the
the-
face. The shittiest part about it all was once I landed upside down on one of them, I had pit bike gas just leaking in my face the whole time.
Really?
Is that worse than three-wheeler gas?
Dude, a little bit worse, just straight four-stroke. I like the two-stroke taste a little bit better. But, dude, yeah, sitting in there upside down because you can't move it all really. You got to wait for the bike to pull you out.
Right.
Yeah,
I
or
saw
else
that.
it's a pain in the
stuck.
ass.
Like
Upside
you
down.
can't wiggle even at all.
I mean,
or
you can't. No,
pretty
dude.
stuck?
Yeah, you got to pretty much stay
That's what I
calm
hear.
and just try and grab the hook the bike onto the rope, and let it pull you out.
So somebody jumps in the pit right away.
Yeah. So you'll have somebody there, and how they get in the pit is they'll throw a little wood board on the pit so they can stand and don't sink in, and they'll toss you the rope.
Let's say you do the flip and you're upside down. How long are you sitting in there waiting for them? I'm sure it feels like a lot longer than
It
it
feels
is.
like a long time, probably a minute.
Really?
About a minute.
minute?
About
Dude.
a minute, yeah.
Do you guys remember that episode of Nitro Circus when they made Street Bike Tommy jump off of I don't know if it was 20 or 40 feet, like a drop into this foam pit, and he went all the way 15 feet down, and he was in there for 40 minutes.
Oh my god.
They couldn't find him.
40 minutes?
They
I do
couldn't
remember
find
that.
him, and they're digging frantically.
What?
I was
Yeah.
freaking out after
He
two.
went all the way down to the bottom, and he was like 15 feet down, and they're digging in this giant foam pit. They can't fucking find him.
no.
It was 40 minutes, I think.
That
No
would stress
way.
me out so bad. Can you imagine?
Be freaking out.
And it's got to be
he said it's
soundproof.
just pitch black. You can't hear anything. You're yelling.
You're trying to breathe, man. It's the worst thing ever. You probably have gas on your face.
There's that soundproof room that's actually in Minnesota, and if you spend so much time in it, you go crazy.
Yeah,
and
we're
you
going
go,
there.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's what it would be like down there. Like, you couldn't even yell for help because it would just be absorbed by the foam. What are we going to do there?
What do you mean, what are we going to do there?
Lock Evan and Dalton in there together?
Oh, no.
I feel like once you unlock the
That-
door, there's only going to be one person left.
Which one would it be, Ken?
That's what we're going to find out.
What do you think would last?
I could take that.
I don't know if you could.
I think you got him, Ev.
He's all flashy.
Yeah, screw 40 minutes down there, man. 40 minutes, way too long. A minute was way too long as well.
What was that like showing up there after watching like all the Nitro Circus shows and just everything that's made that area or that Pastrana land so legendary?
Just a dream come true. It honestly doesn't even feel real. Pulling in there, you come through the gates, and it's just a big old compound. Go inside the shop. He literally has like a little jump set up in the shop for skateboards and all that. It's just the coolest thing ever.
Dude, I bet.
So sick. And then you go up to the bar, man. The bar room was, I can't even tell you guys, pictures of the coolest stuff you can think of all around the place. Yeah.
Did you grow up watching like Nitro Circus?
Oh, who didn't? Yeah, of course. Went to a couple Nitro
Was
Circus shows
Travis
and all
there
that.
when you were there?
No, he was at a wedding. I missed him by a day, sadly. But Coach Trevor Piranha did an awesome job and kept me safe and, got me around on all three wheels.
Were they pretty confident that you'd be able to do it?
No.
Oh, really?
No. Oh, yeah. He was pretty nervous because most people show up and, you know what's going to happen. Most times it's like, sickos, they're all athletes, so they were able to take the dirt in the first day. That's very, very rare, they were saying. But, dude, can you backflip? I learned on a trampoline, kind of did a little iffy on the trampoline there. All right, let's throw you on a pit bike. And next thing you know, kind of just got the grasp of it.
How many tries on the pit bike to like get one around?
So we did. I'm going to be honest, 20 tries. You take about 20 tries, and then you move on to the next thing. About 20 tries is what they want you to do.
Did
before
you get it
take the
around
dirt.
the first time? Like, to the wheels?
Oh, no. Oh,
like,
heck
how
no.
many tries did...
Second try was perfect.
Really?
Yep, second try was perfect.
And then you did, like, 19 perfect ones in a row?
We did probably... No, you take a break, because after about 5, you get exhausted.
Really?
Yeah, you get exhausted. So we were prepping to go to dirt. The plan was get 20 on the pit bike, get safe there, and then go for 15 to 20 on the three-wheeler and try and take the dirt after that.
And then why didn't you take it to dirt? It was raining?
Just too rainy. We were there during pretty much a hurricane. It was just pouring on us the whole time, so didn't get a chance.
Hurricane. Good
What were you
excuse.
using? Which
Oh,
three-wheeler?
stop it. 250 R,
250 R?
1985, yep.
Nice.
All
Beautiful.
yeah, the cool thing about it is he likes keeping it all stock just to kind of prove this 1985 three-wheeler can do a backflip, and it's
Right.
completely stock.
Man,
So
it's
it's his
amazing.
three-wheeler?
Yep, his.
Wow, you didn't even have to bring your own
Nope,
three-wheeler.
Wow.
just showed up to Pastrana Land, and he let me rip it.
And
Pretty
that
cool,
was-
dude.
Right?
It was Travis's?
That's Travis's place, but yeah, Trevor's three-wheeler.
So you're going to dirt.
Going to dirt, man. I got it, right?
Do you want to do it tonight?
Jeez, man.
Bro, I think you're
guess
better off
dude,
going for it at Travis's.
I think I'd probably say so too. But if
for
we
some
set
professional supervision.
if we set it up right, I'm feeling good.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Well, I'm proud of you, Gav. I mean,
Thank
the
you.
first time you were here, you hadn't really jumped a three-wheeler even.
Dude, no, I wasn't prepared.
And
no,
we
I-
thought you were just like
I
good
wasn't
at jumping
ever-
three-wheelers
yeah, no,
because
I-
you were.
Yeah, I remember the first thing Bed said to me first thing that Ben
You good,
first
dog?
thing, yeah, the first thing that Ben said to me was, "Dude, I thought you knew how to jump a three-wheeler." No, I have no freaking clue. And slowly progressed from there. Started jumping up in Gunnison and got the hang of it up there and went from there.
Yeah, I
Gunnison.
watched your last video with that 250R,
Yeah.
the air-cooled one.
Yep.
You're jumping really good.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Come a long ways.
Yeah, you
man.
have come a long ways. Every time I see you hitting that jump at your track, I just think, oh, man.
I shouldn't be hitting it.
You shouldn't be hitting
Nope,
it.
nope.
You did almost come up short on that gap
You're
jump
still
one
so
time.
sketchy,
I did.
dude.
So sketchy.
Everything
I'm
you
known,
do.
I'm kind of known for that, but thankfully I can take a crash. I'm known for taking a crash, so we got that down.
Gav, how's it going with your girl, dude?
Still together.
So
Thank you guys.
Gav is still dating his girl after we set him up on speed dating.
Yep, going on 5 months now.
Going against the odds,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
And it's going good?
yeah, it's going great.
I love to see it.
Still dating, still, yeah. Riding three-wheelers, doing
Madly in
everything.
love.
And what does she think of the 12 valve?
Dude, she loves it. Now that we're putting some new wheels on it, she's probably going to stay with me a little bit longer, but
I think
little bit
the
longer.
wheels probably aren't doing much, but the cleaning it out definitely is.
100%. Thank you guys for the detail.
So what's up with that? Are
might
you a
be.
hoarder or are you?
Dude, I like to keep a lot of stuff. I mean, you never know what you're going to
obviously.
use. I feel like I'm in an old truck. I could break down anywhere. I need everything I can, right?
Your math homework.
100%. I got old water. I mean,
Graduation
yeah,
cap.
that's just stuff
Yeah.
I could burn, right?
I pulled a full garbage bag, like a 55-gallon garbage bag, just of half-drink water bottles out of that thing.
Thank you, Ken. Really appreciate
Yeah,
that.
we cleaned up Gav's truck for him. it was kind of against your will, though, dude. You were like,
Dude, I felt bad, man. It's kind of. I mean, there's a lot
bad.
of.
That is not what you were doing. You were freaking out.
I mean,
dude, I feel like
you
had,
didn't
like,
want
an
us to
emotional-
touch any of it. You
Dude,
didn't feel
I
bad one bit. You were
I
mad.
got stuff from high school in there, man. Holy crap! I mean, yeah, Ken found my Bible with old high school prom pictures in there.
That's crazy.
I know,
man.
isn't that gnarly? That's a time capsule in there.
Yeah,
The
really
coolest
is,
thing I
dude.
found was a 1990 McDonald's receipt for $1 coffee. It was actually 89 cents, and then a $1 McMuffin as well.
3
So that was-
decades worth of
Yep.
stuff.
Right.
That was pre-you garbage.
Oh yeah, I didn't
Like, you
exist.
didn't
yeah.
own the
No, I
truck.
So
wasn't
you
alive
didn't.
yet.
You bought it with some garbage in it, and then you added some of your own to it.
Had to. Yep.
That's respect.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Damn right.
30-year-old receipt. 34 years.
Yep.
How much was it again for the coffee?
It was like 78 cents or 88 cents.
It's a pretty decent
Yeah.
deal. Honestly, coffee's not that much more expensive nowadays. That's probably the one thing that hasn't jumped up a
Hasn't
tremendous
inflated.
amount in price. I bet it's $1 for a coffee at McDonald's right now.
Yeah.
McDonald's
99
prices
cents
are
are like-
kind of getting up there too.
No,
though.
they are, but like there's certain little things.
Probably
they
a couple
got.
bucks now,
Yeah.
which is still a deal compared to most things.
Gav, how's insurance on that thing?
Not bad. It's 1989. It's cheap.
Thought they were actually paying you to get it off the road.
Probably. No, I've never broken down in it though. The only time I did break down, so I'm cruising up to Gunnison. I start watching my temperature gauge. It overheats or whatever. I was like, shit, what do I do? Pull on the side of the road. And I'm like, oh, crap. Never want to ask for help, but some redneck guy in his F-150 stops. And he's like, hey, you need help? Shit, sure, come help me, dude. And I was like, what is this guy actually going to do for me? So we start looking at it.
F-150 guy.
Yeah, he can't actually help me. Yeah, he's probably a city boy. And starts looking at it. Yo, dude, you got a hose leaking right there. I was like, dude, what are we going to do? We don't have any freaking Ace Hardware stores near us. And he looks at me. He goes, you got a rubber? No, I don't got a rubber, man. What's a rubber? And he goes, me and the old lady got old rubber. So runs back to his truck. Old lady, yeah.
Used?
Oh, no, not
You
used.
said
Not
old
used.
rubber.
Not
I
used,
was
no.
like, damn, he's keeping this guy's.
And
He's
so-
talking condoms.
Dude, I still have no clue what's going on. What are you gonna do with a condom, dude? And comes back, comes back over. We take the hose off, and it was actually genius what we did. We
So
cut-
then you put your pants back on.
He put his pants up.
So
He's like, wait a
as
second.
soon as he finished, he fixed my line in a
he
jiffy.
didn't fix my truck yet. My truck was still broken. My truck was still broken.
He comes back. Gavin's got his pants down. He's like, hey, what are you doing?
No.
Cheapest fix I've ever had.
After the rubber was done, then the guy went to the back of the truck and he put a new hose on it.
Shut up. All right.
Gavin gets done and he kind of just chuckles at the guy. And he goes, what are you laughing about? And he hops back in his truck and starts it up and goes, my truck was just fine.
No. That's not how it went, dude. So we.
Okay, so tell you take the condom.
So yeah.
When coming owners are in heat, they just pull over and put the flashers on.
Put the gas cap out.
Lured in a little F-150.
Looking for the city boys.
Dalton pulls up. Evan goes, let me sit in the passenger seat. Or let me sit in the driver's seat. Let me sit in the driver's seat.
Sets up his tripod.
Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my goodness.
You gotta film a quick TikTok first.
Dude, so we take the hose off. I'm like, all right, so we got a good split in it. How do we fix this? Cuts the rubber in half. We wrap the rubber around, put the clamps on so that the coolant can still flow through. Put it back on. Ran all the way back to Gunnison, 0 problems. Got the temperature back down, good to go.
Wow.
Carry your rubber. Carry your rubber, fellas.
Never leave home without one.
Damn
Good
right.
advice.
I'd probably get in trouble if I was carrying a rubber around.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, it's for my coolant line. Huh?
Yeah. Coolant line.
Might be hard to sell.
Right. So thank Lord for rednecks of freaking America right there, dude.
Right? And
Good
then
gosh.
never leaving home without a rubber.
Gosh damn it.
I've been wondering this question. I wanted to have you on the podcast to get your opinion about it. So there's a lot of like rappers making country albums these days, right?
Yep.
And so Gavin, as a country listener yourself or a redneck, and then Evan as somebody who absolutely despises country music. What's your guys' opinion on that?
I kind of like it. I like everything. So I'm a rap guy and I'm a country guy. So seeing them kind of combined, I'm not going to hate it.
And you hate everything, so.
Honestly, I think people like Dalton need something to listen to. Give it to him.
All right. Fair enough.
I ain't listening to it.
Gosh damn it, Ev. Come on, man.
Who's
Be a
your
little more
favorite? Who's your
acceptable.
favorite rapper, Ev? Top 3.
Oh man,
Just give me 3 that you listen to.
3 that I listen to. Well, Dave Blunt,
Dude.
who just gave me the follow on Instagram, so I'm pretty hyped on that.
Shout out.
Shout out to him. Oh man, this is really difficult.
Lil Peep.
What do you mean? Yeah, Lil Peep. Yeah, he's really good. Oh man, just some Juicy J. Juicy J.
Juicy
he's-
J.
Yeah.
Waka Flocka?
Yeah, Waka Flocka. I've
There
been
you
listening
go.
to a bunch of him lately. Project Pat.
Dude, you're
Yeah, I had a
old
little-
school rap. That's kind of like mid 2000s right there.
Yeah.
Oh, Wiz Khalifa. I didn't
2008.
even say that.
What about
2008.
Fat Nick?
Oh,
Fat
Fat
Nick.
Nick. Of course. Yeah. See, there's a bunch of good ones out there.
Okay, so what would you do if they made a country album?
Man,
listen.
I'd probably check it out just because,
And like as like a guilty listen?
nah, just to see what's going on.
Like if I walked up to your truck when you like pulled into the driveway, what would you do?
Turn it down. Off. Probably change it.
What are you doing? Oh, nothing.
No, just adjusting my furnace. Right, heat.
Dude, it is crazy though, like how many like rappers are making country albums. Isn't it?
Yeah,
like
Post Malone,
it's
man.
so common right now, I feel like.
I mean, it's like MGK. I mean, he just went into, like punk?
I
Like
like
rap,
it,
and then
like-
he did punk, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's
No, but then he made rock.
a rock. Well, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm just saying, it's just going into a different lane. And
I
then-
think when MGK switched to Rocket, I mean, he obviously had some pretty banger songs as like a rap artist, but he had more bangers as a rock artist, I'd say. Which
yeah, radio. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, he
Yeah.
definitely became a way bigger star
yeah.
doing that.
I think people have just noticed that like it just sells. Like it's such
Country.
a wave right
Yep.
now.
Dude, country is in.
Yeah,
Country
country's
is
in. Like,
in.
Or they just get probably sick of doing the same songs and who knows. But yeah, you're just like, oh, what do I do for a new album?
I did see
Switch
that
it up.
Post Malone was getting kind of some hate for going country. Like country guys were like, Post Malone isn't country.
Really? Yeah, he probably doesn't say he's country though. The one thing that I could see possibly becoming like a problem though is like some of the melodies of his songs are like the same melody of like previous country songs, aren't
Yeah,
they?
no, they definitely are.
And like that's like kind of jacking their songs flow and like whatnot, which they made from nothing.
Steal like an artist.
Yeah.
See, I was a huge fan of rapping Jelly Roll.
Oh, Jelly Roll.
Like 10
Yep.
years ago. He was
Really?
Yeah, he was like
Yeah,
doing a bunch
you're,
of stuff
you're
with
in
Lil
tune
White.
with the underground.
It was great. He had a bunch-
I like his country better, obviously.
I've never really listened to much of it. I just kind of stay away from it.
I try not to listen to his country music. It's a little too like, it's just like all sad songs,
He's got a couple bangers here
Start
and there.
driving in your truck home, you start feeling sorry for
I
yourself a
thought
little bit.
that's
You're
what
like,
the point of country was. Isn't that every
No.
no.
Oh.
where do you find your music?
SoundCloud.
internet? Like everybody.
He
What-
goes,
what
no, he
side
goes,
of the
he
internet?
goes to CD stores.
You
Dude,
you find some underground guys though.
Dude,
See, that was a good way of putting it. Like they're like most of the guys that you listen to are like on the come up underground.
A lot of people,
like the guy
listeners
you were
probably
just
don't
talking
even know.
about were like
Literally-
15,000 followers on Instagram. Like how do you find these guys?
Literally last night we were just watching World Star Hip Hop, just whatever it was feeding us. I don't even know how that works, but I
They
think
still
people
do
buy. Yeah. It's like most of it was trash, but
Some gnarly stuff on
sometimes
there.
you find
World Star?
someone
Oh,
and then
Dude, we're on World Star all the time.
Dude, this stuff was not what you want to be on there for. I'll tell you that.
Really?
Oh,
World Star
man.
really transitioned.
yeah,
But
there's,
yeah, no,
there's
I
a lot of
remember
different
that.
lanes in World Star, but yeah, World Star Hip Hop.
Do people still yell World Star?
I
Like
do
there's a fight?
sometimes.
Or do they yell like TikTok? Like it doesn't make the same thing, you know?
Dude, when Micah looped out at like 50 miles an hour on the highway, like it was the only thing I could think of saying as he's sliding down the highway. Yeah,
Shaving
Yelled
his hinder
World
off.
Star?
dude, yeah, I blacked out. The only thing I could yell, like, "Are you okay? Do you need help?" That was
No.
crazy. Nope.
World
Star.
It's kind of like when Ben crashed. Like your first reaction was just start clapping and cheering. Like he just did the best thing. Like I don't think I've ever seen you praise him for any of the stuff he's done. Like crashing into
was-
that tree.
Impressed at the amount of destruction he did at that moment.
Yeah, you like that.
He deserved a round of applause.
Me and CJ were watching the video back before we pressed live. You know, we're watching it through, and it was my first time seeing it after CJ had edited that portion. And we watched it through, and I just go, man, Evan is such a fucking dick. Because that was the first time I'd seen your, but I'm laughing.
You had already said you're okay like 5
I had no
times.
idea how happy
You
me
so
hitting
ha-
that tree had made you. And then and CJ's laughing, and I'm like, all right, let's watch it through one more time. And then we watch it through, and there's a moment in it when you go, man, that was just crazy. And you look up and you like
looking
thank
up at-
God.
yeah.
Like you're like praying to God, and you got like this little.
You did.
Just
You
pop
had
it
this
up
little-
right here.
That was
That was
crazy.
crazy.
Like you're
Little
just
twinkle
so
in his
happy.
eye.
You were so happy. I don't think I've ever seen you this happy ever. And when he crashed in that tree.
At the very least, it takes some heat off of me when I wreck something expensive. I'll be like, well, it wasn't the
Valid.
Hoonicorn.
It's
Yeah,
valid.
that's true.
You set the
It's-
bar really high.
Yeah,
Dude, it's
I mean,
so
like
bad.
realistically,
So bad.
out of everything to crash, and I'm not even mad. Like honestly, I'm just glad you're okay, and that's just a risk we take when we're freaking trying to drift that thing. We all understand it. It's a replica, and honestly, it wasn't perfect in terms of drivability to begin with.
Yeah, it wasn't
It
meant
looked
to be
amazing.
it wasn't meant to be doing what it was doing.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. But so I'm not mad about that. But in terms of like replaceability, I don't think you could have wrecked a worse thing.
Pretty bad.
Like your Lamborghini would be an easier thing to fix.
For sure.
Really, anything would have been an easier fix. This is a 101 just
making it
put
worse,
together thing. That
When he does it,
Point,
he does
CJ. I
it
didn't
good.
think of that.
at the same time, kind of there was some flaws with it that we never really pointed out on video, just because we weren't really trying to like complain about it, and we aren't. But like for instance, the floor was like raised up a shit ton, so you were always sitting in it super awkwardly. Like you were just.
Hey,
like,
I
kinda
fit just
crunched in.
fine.
Okay, Evan fit.
It was
fine,
Evan
but
sized.
like it was super tight. The brakes didn't work in the back unless you had your foot to the floor and then pulled the e-brake. So in order to have the back brakes work, you had to have your foot to the floor and then also pull the e-brake, and they were still really freaking weak. Like it was nerve-wracking driving on the
Because
street.
the handbrake should be on a separate system
should.
from the brakes, and this
from
was
my
kind
understanding is that they were gonna fix that when they fixed the quarter panel that got messed up on it, but they
Yeah, it just
apparently
got
didn't.
overlooked and didn't get fixed.
didn't get done.
It was just like the steering post is just freaking.
Thank goodness I had a little give in it.
Yeah, no kidding.
Good point, Ryan.
of might have saved your life.
I saved your nose for sure.
It was a lot to corral. Like even like those pro drifters, like when we were with Jake, they were like, "Yeah, I mean that was a lot to like." He was working for it to drift it.
Yeah, the brakes were just shitty, and it was just not. It just wasn't set up, and like I wasn't a good enough drifter to be like fixing like
Really
the
to begin with, yeah.
fixing like the mistakes that you would have to fix, like And then like I hop in Jake's car, and it's so dialed. Like
Yeah.
you like go around, you
Man, I
grab
can't
the
believe you
e-brake.
just said that. When is the last thing of Jake's ever been dialed?
Yeah,
Dude, that
felt dirty
Hoonicorn
to
was
say.
kind of a dog too. It could have used another 75 horse, and then it would actually be, I think, at where it's at. But it was just always a little underpowered.
Yep.
It really was.
Yep.
It would overheat and everything. but
Yep.
I'm sure these problems aren't too big of a deal, but
We're gonna get it fixed though.
we are. Yeah.
I think we found somebody to fix it, and then twin turbo it.
Another YouTuber. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad though. Like we'll have it sent off this winter. It'll get fixed, and
Can
then
wreck
it'll
it
come
again.
back.
gonna
Come
get
back,
down.
and yeah. So like, do
Dude,
we
I might
want
have
to
to be
put
done.
barriers on the?
New.
I think we should, because I don't want some random person to go through what I am dealing with now.
It would have been bad if you would have hit your door. If you hit your
well,
door
just-
going as
just-
fast as Jake.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot I think that could go wrong, and it's cool being that there's nothing at the sketch factor, but like if shit does go south, it's like
You're hitting
it's 10 times worse.
Realistically though, you still have the trees for aspect in terms of filming. Like you're drifting around something. If you just had walls,
Yeah.
right before, because if you let's say were to slide in and like hit the side on that tree, it would be a bad deal because that's going to be sitting where you're sitting.
Yep.
But if you slide into a barrier, it's not going to, impale through the vehicle.
No, I think we need some sort of
But
barrier. I don't
It'll
know.
still
I don't know
look
what
good
that.
though, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, and I don't know what that looks like exactly. If it's like some kind of wall setup, a barrier wall, or if it's like tires, so it's got a little bit of give to it.
I think it's a barrier wall. Tires aren't going to do as much as you think. They're going to kind of look like crap. I just think you do barrier walls around just that spot, and then maybe if you want, you could do them in the middle too. But like you're still going to have that aspect that we were looking for with the trees.
Yeah, it still goes
You know?
over the track.
Like you have to go a certain way, and
Yeah.
Hey, man,
Yeah, I
it's our
think we
first
should.
drift track. We're still dialing it in over here,
it's the only drift track with trees.
It is crazy though. I mean, it's sick
until you're
because
heading
it's
for a tree.
sketchy.
What
Yeah.
went through your head, dude, when you saw that tree head on? What was going through it?
Shit.
I mean, he said it out loud.
Yeah, it was just screaming it.
Yeah, I mean,
what's done is
driving
done.
through there, dude, every time I have even more respect for those trees. Like, whatever I'm on, I swear those trees picked up and moved closer to the track after that accident.
I know, dude. I got PTSD just driving around it. Like, even if I'm driving my truck just on like the track, I'm just like, whew, just like
Yeah, dude, I don't blame
chilled.
you. I don't like that. But
Respect
yeah.
the trees, man.
Big thank you to Shopify for sponsoring today's podcast. Nobody does selling better than Shopify. It's the home of the #1 checkout on the planet, and it's no secret. Businesses that want to grow with Shopify. Our life without Shopify was so much more complicated. We struggled to design our website, and we'd heard from you guys that it was actually really hard to shop. But once we made the switch to Shopify, that absolutely changed. We love Shopify's simple-to-use interface, and I especially love the mobile app to check in on our site while we're on the go. And there's no comparison to Shopify and other website builders if you're trying to sell online. I cannot recommend Shopify enough. So guys, upgrade your business and get the same checkout that we use and sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/wideopen, which is all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/wideopen now to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/wideopen. Thanks again for sponsoring the podcast, Shopify. Ben, what was that video that you had to show or not ready for it?
Oh, yeah. So I think just with social media, people are just doing like the craziest shit, obviously, to try and get views or get famous. I saw this, and it just blew my mind.
Oh, no.
So this guy...
Fuck McDonald's. I'm finna crash into it on my mama.
No way.
films this.
Dramatic crash at a McDonald's in Springfield. Miraculously, the driver was able to get out of the car without
somehow it looks like he,
help
like, hardly hit
and
the
is
building.
recovering from their injuries.
What?
Unreal.
TikToker Amigo Chino placed
Amigo
on house
Chino!
arrest for crashing into
Holy
a-
crap.
They put me on house arrest, but if this video blow up, I'll cut it for real.
What a
Watch
freaking
this
idiot.
shit. Bro, cuts his ankle bracelet. He's on house arrest, cuts his ankle bracelet live on Twitch, and then just runs for it.
To where?
I don't know.
Hey, yo, if you don't know who I am, I'm the dude who cut my ankle monitor on TikTok live. This is my makeshift camp until I get to the next location.
What?
You feel me? But, you know, I'm heading towards New York, so, let me pull up. Hey, yo, the feds ain't never gonna catch me. I see y'all in New York.
I don't really know. I don't really know what this guy's
Bro, I
what
thought
this
it was
guy's play is, but
I thought it was fake, and I kept wanting to think it was fake, and he kept reaffirming that it was real.
That was real.
That is absolutely insane.
This was a while ago.
He's
I remember,
on the
like,
run
6 months
still?
ago.
When was that
way.
posted? See when his last vid was posted.
This
4
is
hours
ago.
No,
That video was about a month ago.
Yeah,
it
but
says
I'm
this, but I saw something about this like 6 months ago. I swear.
so is he in trouble? Or obviously he's in trouble, but is he
I-
has he been captive?
I have no idea.
I guess they say his name, but go back to the main video because he hits a different corner of the building.
Yeah.
No, it does. He does he or doesn't he?
I mean,
He might not.
He could have hit it in like the vehicle. Also, like, how is the vehicle like that?
I'm just gonna give the guy the credit that he did it, and
Dude,
he's an
crazy.
absolute maniac.
Dude, what is up with that? Is
think
so
it's
not
fake.
worth it. Like that is so
Dude,
not
you think
worth
it's
it.
fake?
That is the craziest
Yeah.
thing I've ever seen for
Holy
views
crap.
ever in my entire life.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen, dude.
You know what's interesting? That someone would want to do.
He's
that
on No
much.
Jumper. He went on No Jumper. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Dude.
so this
No.
is saying he crashed into an Orange Theory in
Yeah, that's what
January.
So he's done it a couple times.
if it's all fake, actually, that guy is he's actually kind of smart.
Yeah.
No, he'd be really smart.
Like he pretends to do that, and then he pretends to get arrested, and then he pretends that he gets on house arrest,
Cuts the ankle monitor.
cuts the ankle monitor. The ankle monitor could have just been
Fake.
fake.
Yep. It looked fake too. It didn't
Bro,
even look like a monitor.
Yeah,
Do
I
you
think it was
remember
all fake.
like
And then
Went
he's
viral.
just on the run, which
Dude,
is all fake.
actually, can you cut
Well-
through ankle monitors with a pair of scissors?
Yes.
Probably, I'm sure. Yeah, you're probably right. You think they'd make it harder to cut through, but I'm sure it's like a situation where if you
you
really
cut
want to
it.
get it off, you can.
They
get it.
know.
imagine
They
it's-
find out as
Yeah,
soon as you break it. You
so
gotta
I'm
dip.
sure they're probably thinking like, if you
Break it,
cut
go
it,
ahead.
you're messed already.
Dude,
You're
sure
not
it's just
making
a
it
glorified zip tie with a wire in it.
This reminds me a lot of Little Tay. Do you guys remember Little Tay?
the girl.
The little Asian girl that was
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
oh man, I got all this money. And it was like in that era of internet where there was Little Tay, Whoa Vicky, Bad Baby.
Yes, Bad Baby.
Ben
Baby.
loves Bad Baby.
Long Neck. Remember Long Neck?
Oh, and Wide Neck.
Wide
Gucci
neck.
Berry.
There was like kind of these just like,
Internet memes.
yeah, I want to be like nice with the way I say it, but like just like meme like people that were playing a character. Like they weren't actually like that in real life.
I know someone
Some of
kinda
them.
like that plays like an internet
Yeah, keep
character.
going. Uh huh.
Anyways,
I'm a redneck.
what we weren't. What?
Man, you
No,
dug
here-
yourself
Anyways.
into that one, dude.
Yeah. Anyways.
Oh no! I was talking about Dalton.
I thought you were coming after me.
Oh no!
You have a guilty conscience?
Something like that.
Nervous over there.
But no, it's just it reminds me a lot of that. Those characters never really stick around. Like, you know, it never lasts.
Lil Tay apparently like came out that her parents were like holding her hostage and making those TikToks or something like that. What happened to Lil Tay? She just
look
came
that
out like
up.
a year ago.
And
or
then
something.
watch some of her old videos because I'm pretty sure I ended up deleting all of them. It was a messed up situation. Like,
Yeah,
girl
she was like a
11,
little girl and
dude.
she was like super
you
aggressive.
You know that someone was sitting behind the camera telling her what to say, and now her whole life is gonna be kind of messed up.
Damn.
Like it's gonna be just like people remember that shit when you're that famous.
Yeah.
and like it's gonna be very hard to.
Have you guys seen the Costco guys?
Bro, yeah.
Double chunk chocolate chip cookie.
Oh.
No, I don't. But
No.
I've heard someone say that just recently.
Dalton.
One of our crew members said that, and the way they said it, I knew it was a meme, but I didn't care to dig anymore.
Yeah, okay. So I don't know how the meme originated, but there's like this father and son. They're probably from somewhere out
Coast.
east. Yeah, they got like heavy accents. Pull up the origination of it so I don't mess it up.
Hey, who ate my double chunk chocolate cookie?
It wasn't me. It was him.
It wasn't me, it was him. Whoever it was better make me another double chunk chocolate cookie.
Apparently, this dad has been trying to get famous for many years. Like, he's been YouTubing for a long time.
Really?
We didn't
that
even watch the whole
they
thing?
just nailed, like, this format, apparently. The Costco guys format really works. But I'm actually, Alondra just got a Costco membership. Pretty freaking excited to try them. The chicken bake looks so good.
Yeah, so it's the chicken bake. The little kid goes, "You want a chicken bake?"
We bring the boom.
And then the dad goes, "Or a double chunk chocolate chip cookie." We bring the boom.
Boom or doom.
The internet's a crazy place, man. Yeah, moral of the
You
story.
can really do anything.
Yeah, you really can. I mean, look at us. We're sitting here.
Very true.
Dude, I'll tell you who won the most out of that is Bad Baby.
Yeah, she's actually
yeah,
the
for
most
sure.
successful by far.
She made $52 million.
Yeah, she played it right, dude. She had good music too, though. Like when she came
Gucci
on with the
flip-flops.
music. Yeah, Gucci flip flops was lit. But here, let's watch this.
We
This is Little
listened to
Tay.
that
Do you
last
remember
night.
Little Tay, Gav?
Dude, I don't know if I've seen Little Tay.
Okay, here we go.
What the hell? You're kidding me.
You already know what it is. Lil Tay, the youngest flex of the century. I'm only 9 years old, but I'm richer than all y'all broke-ass haters. This female kitchen is bigger than your whole entire living room.
She went
and I
viral
got
for this?
4 more houses. Y'all haters are already older than me, but y'all still talking shit. I'm a 9-year-old millionaire, and I be smoking dope,
What?
bitch. Shut your mouth before I smack you, auntie. Lil
Get
Tay
outta
out there
here.
balling in the IA. I dropped 200 racks on this car, and I'm only 9 years old. I got the keys to this car.
That's an Evan attitude right
Stands
there.
on it.
These are butterfly wings. Y'all haven't seen this car in your lives. I've been driving this around the Beverly Hills area, and I'm only 9 years old. I got no license.
If that was like my niece and we like show up to Thanksgiving and she starts yapping like that at me over the dinner table, I'd be like, when the hell did Taylor get this attitude?
Her name's Little Tay now, Ben. She goes by Little Tay.
Yeah, the parents correct me.
But yeah, pretty crazy. That's what that guy reminds me of. But the more I think about it, it might be fake. I think it's fake, dude.
Yep.
I think that guy's
guy- the
I think that guy's
McDonald's
outsmarting the internet. Clearly worked.
Yep.
No kidding. Speaking of ankle monitors, a guy I knew in college had an ankle monitor. He got 2 minors in quick succession. And then he had an ankle monitor, and then he hung out with somebody who had been drinking alcohol, and they rubbed legs. And then his ankle monitor went off.
No way.
And then what?
Then he had to go in every day and blow into a thing to prove he was sober.
That's crazy.
Didn't he get
Every
2
morning.
minors like in a week?
Yeah, like one on Thursday, one on Saturday. Bit of bad luck, bit of bad decision making.
Freshman in college.
Early in the
it
year.
is
Early
weird,
in the
though.
year, and next thing you know, you got an ankle
Ankle
bracelet.
monitor.
Brutal.
It is
Bad
weird though.
luck.
So Ryan and I he was in like the dorm across from me that year, and I also knew this guy. Very nice, like smart, like just a good guy, a good kid. Like you're a kid at that age, but it was just unlucky. You know, like you hear the story of it, you're like, what is this guy? Like, this guy doesn't care about anything, you know? Like, what a crazy maniac. He's unhinged. But it was just a nice kid that just got unlucky like 2 times, like, you know, just in a short little stint. But yeah, it is weird how that goes, because like now when I think of something like that, I'm like, it's not that bad. Like, couple minors, but obviously there is like people out there that are just racking them up, and then they got to get an ankle bracelet. Like, that's pretty
crazy.
extreme.
Like I was sitting in class with him, and he's like, it was early in the year, so he has to wear, like, it was still hot out, so he's wearing shorts, but he doesn't want to walk around with class wearing an ankle monitor because everybody's gonna be like, well, who the hell is this guy?
Probably be scared of him.
Yeah, so he had to like wear long pants and sweatpants and stuff because it's bulky.
Dude, I was in the airport coming back from Vegas the other day, and I'm sitting on the tram. I look down and I see this guy's legs. He had leg cuffs on.
No way.
Yep.
Shut up.
So
they were transporting him.
So I noticed that he's got leg cuffs on, and then he's just wearing like pants and like kind of like a long jacket, right? Long beard, tattoos, older guy. It's probably 50. So I like start kind of looking at, you know, like who's holding, because he was in a wheelchair.
Oh.
Yeah, so this guy was in a wheelchair.
I suppose you can't really walk.
Right.
Your legs.
I like start looking at like the person pushing him, and it was kind of just like an older lady. And then there was like this guy standing like behind him. And I noticed that he had like police on like his like call, like he was wearing like a badge of some sort. So I was like, oh shit, this is like they're transporting like a prisoner.
Wow.
We get off, right? And I see them push. And I like go to like Greta and Tommy and Greta's little brother. And I go, yo, I'm pretty sure that this guy right here is like a prisoner of some sort, and they're like transporting him, right? He had already gotten away at this point. He goes up the elevator, or he goes. No, they wheeled him to the elevator. We go up the escalator, so we get up to the top floor, right? And at this point, I'm like telling all the siblings, I was like, yeah, I just saw this. I was like, I guess it makes sense. I just have never thought about it. Like, how do they transport, you know, from like prison to prison? I shit you not. This guy gets off. They're rolling him around the corner, and he looks at. I don't know if it was me. I'm gonna sleep good at night and say it was Greta's little brother Tommy, and he like winked at him.
What the hell?
What?
Dude, it's like he fucking knew we were talking about him or some shit. Dude,
Probably heard you.
No, I mean we were across the airport at this point, and he like came around and he like winked at him, and then he got like pushed off, and I was just sitting there in like chills. And I was like, I mean, I feel like we're good, but fuck, that was creepy.
I wonder what he did. And, like, do they fly him on Spirit or something like that? Like, I feel it's a little fucked up, put him on a Delta flight. Like, that stuff's expensive, you know?
Because it's like, you can't just, like, buy out, like, the whole section of the
Yeah,
plane.
you're not flying him private.
Yeah, they're not flying them private. You're right.
I thought they just threw them like on a bus or something, but not.
Unless, are you sure? I mean, maybe he got jammed up at the airport and they're just trying to get him out of there.
No.
Or no, definitely not.
No, he was.
It was definitely.
This guy wasn't a criminal, but I'm flying to Phoenix last weekend, and some guy, as we're going to the airport, as we're in the airport getting drinks or whatever, some guy comes up to me. He's like, dude, where are you flying to? I'm going, Phoenix. He goes, oh, man, me too. Let's go have a time. He starts drinking pretty hard. I see him 30 minutes later at the gate. We're getting ready to board. And he goes, dude, how do my eyes look? He opens his eyes. Holy shit, man, are you okay? He goes, dude, you know how many drugs I'm on? How many freaking drugs I'm on? Next thing you know, man, he's making a ruckus on the plane. I was like, shit, are we going to be able to take off because of this guy? Thankfully, he chills out a little bit. 20 minutes goes by. I watch him go to the bathroom. Dude's in there for 30 minutes. You just hear, oh, no. Dude just blowing his brains out, man. Not the same thing, but yeah, there's multiple types of criminals.
Wait, you got to take off?
Yeah, we got to take off.
Imagine he gets jammed up in the air.
Yeah,
and the guy just, you see him stand up and then turn around and point straight at you.
Right?
I'm with him.
I'm with him. Yeah.
Gavin's wearing a three-wheelers cut off.
People are asking,
yeah, it's definitely
are you friends
him.
with him? Because I was talking to him before. They were like, is he your buddy? I was like, no, I don't know him.
Dude, there's something about being on an airplane. And man, you got a lot of trust in the situation.
You really do, man. You got to trust that next person next to you. He's not going to have a freak out and then, have to land the plane or something.
That's why Evan doesn't fuck with flying.
No, don't like. What if someone just tried to go open the door? I think we'd all like implode.
I do think about that because I'm an exit row guy and I've been like laying there, and please don't take away my TSA pre-check, but I look at like the door, I'm like, it seems pretty available.
It's crossed my mind.
Like accessible?
Yeah, like this is not really under a lock and key. Obviously, there's repercussions to doing it, but I'm like, damn.
It's got to be
Out of
under
the
lock and
repercussions,
key, though.
everyone gets sucked out of the plane.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
You're
but
wearing
like,
a seatbelt.
At
Didn't
altitude,
you see that
physically
Alaskan
impossible.
what?
Yeah,
To
no.
open it?
Like at altitude, it's physically impossible to open a plane door, no matter how hard you try.
Really?
It's
so
just
we're
like
safe.
the
I
plane.
thought they're pressurized out.
Yeah, but it's a plug, and it's like the plug is pushing on the body of the plane, so it has to like open in first before it can go out. So like, it's physically impossible to open a plane door unless like something catastrophically fails,
Like when that one fell off that Alaskan Airlines flight.
like that.
That had to have been such a hit on Alaskan Airlines.
No, that's a
you were gonna
Boeing
say a
hit. That's
hit
not
on
a
YouTube.
Alaska.
Dude, I bought a bunch of Boeing stock after some type of thing, and then they just kept sucking more. Then they had
and
the
then
thing
they
with
lost.
the astronauts.
Then they lost the astronaut.
that
And
like in
it just dipped.
You bought that in like January.
Yes, at some point.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm an investing genius. And then it just tanked. It was not a smart move.
You guys see that out of control Honda Pilot? That was like local.
Oh, yeah, Fargo.
What happened? Honda
I've been wanting
Pilot?
to talk about this.
So it's like supposedly like something went like catastrophically wrong with the computer and it just put the pedal to the floor. Kid tried couldn't put it in neutral because it had like one of those electronic shifters. Had push to start, so he tried turning the car off, would not turn off. So he's doing like 119 down backcountry roads.
I don't understand how if you
Honda Pilot.
stand on the brakes, you would think
That's
you
that's
could go
what I thought,
slower
too.
than 113 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Like that's a lot for this little car.
Yeah, that's like top speed.
Like,
It's like he basically had to have a state trooper get in front of him and like ram him down.
so
the
I
street.
read that they were gonna attempt to throw out spike strips, which in my head is like kind of a terrible idea. Here's an 18-year-old kid going 113 miles an hour, and then let's blow his tires out.
Wait, so what'd they end up doing?
Basically, a state trooper got in front of him,
controlled rear
and
end.
then like a controlled rear end.
No
yeah,
way.
but
slowed
they
it down.
adaptive cruise wouldn't let it hit the car. So like, if it was just a normal car, you make contact and you hit the brakes and you slow down. So apparently it kept like riding behind. They're like, oh, it's working. And then the adaptive cruise overrode and just launched into the back of the car.
way.
And then he saved it and stopped him.
Is there a video of this?
How
Yeah,
did
there is.
How
See
did
it.
this happen? Where this dude has enough space?
Yeah, how did you get
13 miles.
It was around here. It was like by Sabin.
Yeah, and they were
What?
They were
was
wanting
local.
to stop because there was a small town with I think like a roundabout or at least a town, and then after that town the road teed. So it was like a
That's what I'm wondering.
like a Pelham 313 situation where like you only have a few minutes before this kid literally just hits a tee.
Dude, this is insane.
Not funny actually, but can you imagine coming up on
Oh, it's at night too?
Yeah, it looks like
Shut
evening here.
up.
But very recently.
This
Where-
is local.
This is by us.
How gnarly.
Is this the guy?
said the dude was from Fargo.
Did the
right?
guy
Yeah.
call himself in?
He called himself in and was like, hey, my car's malfunctioning. And that made me think, the next time I get pulled over speeding, do I just go, hey, man, my car won't stop, and I just floor it for a while until a cop slows me down and then I'm a hero?
You think they'd have to do something that's not a high horsepower vehicle.
Right.
You think you could.
I mean, they're ripping.
Dude, they are ripping. You can't eat a ditch at that
Dude,
speed.
at 113 is fast.
Still think standing on the brakes would slow
Slow
you down.
it down enough.
I'd agree. You'd
And
think
then
it'd
hit
be
the
at
ditch
80.
when you slow it down as much as you can.
Dude, this is gnarly.
I don't think.
But I also think, Ev, you would look at that as an opportunity. You're like, I'm going to do something. I'm going to do something sick.
So what's
oh
he
my
doing
gosh,
right
they're
now?
like, we got to pass this car. Look, they're going through this small town at, what appears to be 100.
Yeah.
Oh my, dude!
Oh wait, I recognize this town. Is this Sabin?
Dude, this is insane. Is it?
No, it's north of town.
Dude, think about people watching this being like, "Holy shit,
Dude, look at how
this guy's
long-
running."
Look how long
that
it's
cop
taken
car's
for him
able
to-
to catch up.
But it's taken him forever. Like that shows how fast he's going.
And to give the kid credit, driving 120 miles an hour at night in a car that is a crossover is pretty impressive.
Very hard.
He kept it straight. He didn't crash.
You got about 4 miles, and that's gonna tee.
Yeah, 4 miles left, and you got a T.
That's like the train bridges out.
How does that happen?
And so this is actually the second
He
time.
couldn't jam it into neutral?
It's electric.
There's too
neutrals.
many computers, man. It ain't a 12 valve.
I don't know, man. I think that you could pull.
What's he doing on the brakes right now?
Oh, he's running next to him. They're racing.
Dude, this is wild.
I think you could, as Evan said, get slow, press the e-brake button, probably an electronic e-brake. And of course, Honda responded to this and said that nothing like that has ever happened. And we diagnosed the car, and the car was 100% perfectly fine.
So they're thinking the kid's just...
Kid had his foot on the fucking gas.
Do you think the floor mat?
Dude,
That happened at Don's
does
Car
happen.
Wash, Randy.
His car?
Yeah, they put the WeatherTech floor mat over his accelerator pedal, and he started it up, and it like the truck went, whoosh, and then he ran over there and pounded on the window, and so did somebody else before the lady threw it in drive. Well, let's get to the spot where he stops him.
Yeah, it's crazy because it's one of those situations you look at and go, I think I wouldn't have been able to get out of that. Could you?
It's a tough one right there.
You know, what can you do?
Eat a ditch.
Sometimes people panic though.
It's over such a long period of time. It's one thing to panic in like a couple
You don't-
second
so
car
you didn't
accident.
really
This
hit
is
him.
minutes.
Yeah, so there it kind of smacked him a little bit.
Hold him. First stop.
Dude, this is crazy. I can't get over like how gnarly it would feel to be a part of this.
Heck, I'm an
not sure
adrenaline
what
rush
this
right
is.
there.
Like
Yeah, no kidding.
on the side of the 18-year-old driving and the state trooper.
And the
Bro,
cops.
Dude, you're in it.
Well, think 4 miles, 3 miles, 2 miles,
And at
you're
110
like,
miles an
holy
hour.
shit, this is coming up
That's
in
coming
30
quick,
seconds. Yeah,
yeah.
you got 2 minutes at 4 miles.
It's
Think about
one-
that. You got 2 minutes.
It's one thing when you're intentionally going that fast. Granted, you shouldn't do that. But it's another thing when the car is just going that fast. You have no control and you're just in
Yeah.
full panic
That's so
mode.
true. You're just sitting there. You're not pressing the pedal. You're just riding with.
115's fast.
Along for the ride.
Especially someone like that doesn't like hasn't gone that fast. Like imagine going that fast for 20 minutes. Like think about it. You got to call 911. Hey, this is what's happening. Here's where I think I'm at. Come and find me.
Yeah, and I'm also traveling 100 miles an hour that way.
Yeah.
You know, like people got to come from probably the opposite direction. That's the only way you can
How
catch up.
fast you got to be going to catch up to him?
Faster than
pretty
120.
fast.
Probably like 140, 150.
Did that car govern out at 115 or 120 or whatever?
Like that's got to be the max speed of a Honda Pilot.
That's cruising.
Well, like my Raptor does like 99. Like it doesn't like it's governed. Like a lot of cars are like governed.
Oh, a picture where they reunited.
No freaking
I don't know,
way,
man.
dude.
Looks like he's the type of kid to just try
Looks
to top
like
out
Evan, dude.
It does.
That kid looks high. I'm pretty sure.
I think he was up to something.
Yeah. can't
But
say
either
that.
way, I'm
Good.
Yeah, I mean,
Glad he's all right.
Honda's like, this has never happened ever. We've made a
They saw a
million and
picture
a
of
half cars.
That's a different Honda Pilot. Evan, what do you think about the other Honda Pilots? You know, the ones that I made the video of?
Oh, yeah.
The go-karts?
The ones you were ripping?
So they're two-stroke FL400s. They're basically the newest or I'm going to say the first side-by-side ever made, pretty much. What do you think about it, Ev?
Pretty sick unit.
Talk more crap about it.
Was he talking crap about it?
Dude, he was telling me we didn't
Gav's
do a
all
good job of
fired up.
ripping it.
Gav's all fired up because Ev's been chirping at him for the last couple days.
About what?
So Gav does this barn find or this
Collection find. Yeah,
collection
yeah.
find where he finds all of these Honda Pilots in great condition, right?
Immaculate
Pop
condition.
up a
Immaculate
picture of a
condition.
Honda Pilot.
Immaculate.
We're gonna pop up a picture of a Honda Pilot. Okay.
Yep.
You took it for a little rip,
Right.
and this is where Evan
Tiny.
has. This is where Evan has the problem now. So they've kind of been butting heads the last couple days about Gavin.
I don't
Not
think,
ripping it.
I don't think that I'm the only one out there that wants to see you properly rip a Pilot. And I understand why you couldn't
Because they weren't
wreck
mine,
one
yeah.
of those museum pieces.
Thank you.
But I think that you need to just go get one
Okay.
and wreck it.
And wreck it?
or rip it hard.
Uh-huh. All right.
That's all.
Cool.
How fast are they? When I saw it, like, are they not very fast?
No, they top out at 63, I think. 63.
You were going
Oh,
like
that's
12.
fast.
It's pretty fast. I know. So we weren't jetted right. And
Always a problem.
And I didn't want to break it, of course.
You do
But
worry
they're
about
bad.
that?
No, they're bad mamma jammas, man. You got forward, reverse. They're belt driven, so it's basically a snowmobile motor in a freaking Honda.
And they're from the 80s.
They're from the 80s.
Doesn't get
What
much
more do
better
you
than
need?
that.
What more do you need when you're Gavin?
Damn right about that.
I got to pee.
Go pee.
And then I need to
What are we
confront
at?
CJ.
When you okay,
Do it.
dude. I think that kid was up to something.
And so, funny enough, there was actually just one that happened in June. A Fargo woman driving on I-94, gas pedal stuck, 90 miles an hour.
Oh wow.
Oh, but she crashed. 2023 Hyundai Tucson.
1989 12 valve wouldn't do that to you.
Damn right.
Yeah, see, that is very true. Like, if you actually had a shifter, you could just jam that thing into
Neutral or whatever, yep.
something, and you'd be fine. That is kind of scary to think about, especially with, like, the Teslas and and whatever. It's like you are definitely in less control. And yeah, in some people's cases, probably most cases, it's probably better because normally the air is on the user. But you could be a very experienced driver and have absolutely no control.
If the computer's got like full control of that thing, you're just at the mercy of whatever it wants to do.
It reminds me of the movie iRobot. You should watch that tonight, Ken.
You feel comfortable?
After watching that clip of that Honda, no.
Think how fast your Model X would be going, dude. You'd be going like 200 miles an hour.
Yeah,
and
you'd be fucked, dude. That guy would not be able to catch up to you.
And
in the X.
Like, especially with the Cybertruck, like there's no direct connection between the steering wheel and the wheels. So like the computer just malfunctions. It stops taking input of that. You're just going wherever the computer wants to go at that point.
It's true.
Very, very scary.
Ken's Cybertruck gets hacked when he's driving on the road.
Starts going.
Bad luck.
Drives him right over to the...
Next time Ben's driving it and he hits a tree with it, he'll be like, dude, it got hacked. Got hacked. I don't know what happened. I think it was like Russia or something.
The Cybertruck has like a massive wheel delay. Like when you crank the wheel, it takes not a lot, but I mean like wheel goes, tire goes.
I mean, granted,
noticeably follow.
The time it would take a normal person to also crank a normal steering wheel, it's about right.
Yeah.
But it's just like if you're going left, right, super fast, it can't keep up to your inputs.
Ev, did you and Siege ever squash that conundrum you had?
No, we haven't actually.
What conundrum?
This was a couple weeks ago with your and Dalton's little photo shoot.
Always Dalton with you.
Photo shoot.
Photo shoot.
Yeah, I believe it was photos. Maybe it was a video doing some rollers.
Of the boat?
So,
the boat?
Yeah, you had rolled into the shop. You're like, yo, my bike's shooting some flames out the exhaust.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
Now I know what you're talking about, yeah.
You were ripping the bike that day, and you always wear your helmet.
My crotch rocket, yep.
Yeah, wearing your helmet on the R6, and you come in and whatever, and you're all hyped because you're shooting some flames or whatever. And so you tell young boy, you want to go make a little reel or get some pics or something.
I wanted to get some pics and see if he could get one. It was like it was getting a little too dark, but I wanted like a flame going out my exhaust.
Understandable, pretty sick.
Cool picture.
So as CJ gets on the bike to leave the driveway, he takes his helmet off and puts it away and literally admitted right there on the spot that the helmet would make it look more Cheeto.
I didn't say Cheeto at all. My thought process on it, although you shouldn't, I don't recommend doing it. I don't recommend doing it. If I have my helmet on, people are just going to be like, this is just some random guy on a crotch rocket, and it won't get as much likes, sadly. And if I don't have it on, then they'll know it's me, and then, it'll probably do better as a photo. But the photos turned out like shit. Not really Dalton's fault at all. It was just too dark and miscommunications. But yeah, no, I mean, it just looked cooler for the picture, yeah.
Sometimes it is cooler to not wear a helmet.
No,
it is what you're saying. Just to nail this down.
I think I told you in the moment, I said, I don't think it's cool not to, but it probably looks cooler on when you're doing a wheelie, with no helmet on.
So here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though. This dude's riding a crotch rocket down the road.
I'm just rolling.
At 45 miles per hour.
I would argue
I'm just rolling.
Is equally as hazardous as me doing a wheelie down the road.
No, it is
It's
not.
probably it's probably under the same control, under skill level.
That's all right. It's all right. I'll take it.
Evan, I think
Probably
your argument is pretty invalid, being that I've seen you eat shit 3 times in the last 2 days.
You've lost your touch
doing wheelies.
First off, I think it was only twice.
What's up with that, Ev?
Your tailbone's taking an even bigger pounding
Exactly.
than normal.
Would a helmet protect my hinder? Nope.
No, but if you were
get some
going
butt pads.
5 times the speed, if you're probably going 10 miles per hour. If you're going 50, you're gonna inevitably hit your head.
What if a 20-pound piece of ice dropped out of the sky into your head? Should have been wearing your helmet during that situation.
Would have
hurt less.
I mean, we can make hypotheticals up all day.
I don't know if it's that.
Evan's at
so
extremes.
maybe
He's like, I don't need a helmet.
Maybe just, I guess, then, you can let your head be unprotected, but it does sound like you really need to protect your hinder.
Well, I've been taking extra precautions ever since Youngboy came aboard, but yeah, might have to double down.
These are the comments that are concerning me.
I honestly thought a strip of duct tape was enough, but now I'm gonna have to add some
This
padding.
It is seriously amazing.
It's so concerning.
What are you
It's
guys doing?
amazing the relationship and like how significant it is between you and Dalton.
I don't know
you
if I
guys
like
may not
significant
like each other,
relationship
but
in
like
the same.
how many times a day do you refer to Dalton even when he's not here? You're thinking about him. You really are.
Do you love him?
And and it's the same with him. He's constantly like, yeah, Evan, think that's Cheeto, or like the little one.
He's
that
always
shorter guy.
talking about the little one.
He probably think that's Cheeto.
It's like you two
It's
are
like you
always on each
two,
other's mind.
yeah. It's like you two are both just always thinking about each other. Like it's like a podcast. Ooh, I don't want to do it without talking about hot dogs. You know,
we were actually pretty close.
but you just can't get away from them, man.
They're inseparable. They
They
love
are.
each other.
I think
love
they
each other.
really deep down love each other, and it's fun for me to watch your guys' relationship bloom. Yeah. Because I think low key, even though you guys don't know it, you're best buds.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably pretty safe to say. I'd like to think that I only contribute about 1/3 of like all of the situation. Sometimes I feel like Dalton kind of starts, stokes, and fuels
I'd
what's
agree
going
with
on.
that.
And I
I'd agree
definitely
with that.
play along. It's very
Starts,
fun.
stokes, and fuels. Evan is taking absolutely zero responsibility.
No,
here.
I won't say I take zero responsibility. I just feel like sometimes I find myself already in the situation and, just
add the fuel.
Yeah.
So what's the other 1/3? If Dalton holds a third,
Oh, I probably
you
start
hold
some
a
shit.
third. What's the other third?
It's my fault.
Well, there's 3/3 is what I'm saying.
Yeah, two-thirds Dalton, 1/3 me. I thought that's what you said.
Okay.
Who's
I
the
see
other
what you're
third?
saying.
Yeah.
So it's majority Dalton.
I think Dalton, it probably provokes it a little more than I do. That's all.
I don't agree with that, Evan, but I'm happy to see that there is some growth here with you. You're starting to take a little bit of responsibility. A little bit of responsibility. I was confused why you broke it into thirds. I was thinking like, okay, Dalton's got a third, you've got a third. There's an outside factor. No, just 2/3 Dalton, 1/3 him.
Yeah.
You are getting better. Yeah, I don't know though. I mean, we joke about it, but I think if this relationship does continue, we are gonna need to get HR involved.
Well, I've been trying to get the official paperwork, the proper paperwork. The last time I talked to Justin, he gave me some horse shit.
What paperwork were you trying to get?
I just want to start making formal complaints.
So they're on record.
Because, I feel that a few years down the road,
right,
it's going to come back to where it all started. And I just want to have a paper trail on my side from the beginning.
That's actually that's a pretty good point.
Yeah, it's not that I think anything soon's going to happen. It's
covering his bases.
It's just growing pains that we have to deal with now,
We should have like an anonymous
tip box.
Yeah, like a little box, we'll just put it. Yeah, we'll just put it in like the kitchen area, and we'll just have like a pen and paper sitting next to it, and then once a month, as a team,
we'll all sit down
together.
That's a very good idea.
All members of Cormorant Boys LLC will sit down and we'll read the anonymous tips.
Bro, this sounds like an episode of The Office. We all sit down.
Or what if we did the thing, that like Catholics do where they go and apologize and then are forgiven of their sins?
Yep.
Confession. But we have Ken sit in the box and then we go, all right, Ken, what'd they say? And Ken goes, oh, I don't know.
I wasn't paying attention.
Ken was scrolling on his phone. Dude. He would be the best, what is that, a preacher?
Oh, you done? Yep.
Oh, sorry about that. I don't think there's enough time in the day if Evan were to go and sit down in one of those boxes.
How would that go, Ev?
Not even thinking about it.
What would you tell him?
I ain't got nothing to say.
What would you do, Gav?
No heavy stories, I'll tell you that.
You would apologize for
him.
Yeah,
why would you need to apologize for that?
You don't. You never do.
Well,
I don't know what I do.
I
try and keep it pretty
always
PG.
with the heavies.
Dude, I know it's
Dalton's.
Yeah, you got a non-heavy
What heavies are to you is what Dalton is to Evan.
Just can't get away from
Kryptonite.
it.
Yeah, you can't get it off your mind.
I don't think that is a good way to look at Dalton.
Okay.
Like,
look at him.
It's
now
certainly not
he's defending him.
how I
now
look
he's
at him.
defending him.
No, I am not defending him.
Okay.
I just don't think saying I look at Dalton the way Gav looks at heavies. That is disgusting.
Gav looks at heavies like Michael looks at hot dogs.
I don't salivate
There it
and
is.
have to
Yeah,
waistband it when I look at Dalton.
No.
Damn,
Hey, I don't even look at
damn,
heavies. I don't look at heavies anymore. I'm just working on a fitness
Working on
program
himself.
to make my girlfriend a little heavier.
Fitness program. So what's that entail? She's
Are
a
you
cheerleader, bro?
Are you
Lots of brownies and chocolate.
She's a cheerleader for the. Can I say it?
Yes,
the Denver Nuggets.
Yeah, and
I don't
Gav,
know if those two things go together. Gav's over here feeding her Twinkies
I
and
know.
shit.
I'm pretty screwed.
Bread.
So
Gav, do you cook at home?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
That's what I'm interested. When you're around here, you're kind of raw willy nilly going
Oh,
out to
yeah.
eat. Like you cook up a dinner.
I'll cook it up, man.
Serve it?
Oh yeah, steak, rice,
A lot of gravy,
everything.
I bet.
Yep,
Mashed
damn
potatoes.
right.
Trying to plump her up a little bit.
Cornbread. Yep.
Yeah.
Cornbread.
Oh, 100%.
So
Sweet Hawaiian rolls. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, it is amazing because the way you talk about the women that you are interested in,
Right.
You know, your girlfriend is the polar opposite.
Oh, 100%.
Of those.
100%. Yeah, I'm falling in love with her personality, not her looks.
Don't fucking say that.
Shut up, dude.
You are wild.
And now
You are wild. You are wild.
Crazy, dude.
We're just working
What
on
a good guy. He's a good guy. You gave her a chance.
getting the looks where I want it, you know?
Yeah.
We're getting there.
Yeah, because they're
Bro.
so rough.
Yep.
Unbelievable. Right.
Yeah. But thank you guys for the opportunity to meet her. That was awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Pretty
just
crazy.
Just wish you'd treat her a little better.
Dude, I'm feeding her good.
It doesn't come down to feeding her, Gavin. whether you're treating her right or not. This is a different woman than what you're used to.
We're working it out, man. I'm learning new things. We're trying it.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I don't know. Something about the redneck in me just wants a heavy chick.
Damn it, Gavin.
What?
Nothing.
So Gavin's
So I looked up the Denver Nuggets roster.
How's it look?
I was just wondering
Why, Ryan?
if there
Evan,
was.
chill. Evan, chill.
What's the average height on the starting line?
It's kind of funny because their starting point guard is Russell Westbrook.
Oh no.
Russell Westbrook's brother, I heard, was hitting on your
Oh,
girlfriend.
there
Yeah,
we go.
dude. Greta. Yeah. Oh shit.
How does that feel in the ego?
Man, can you imagine the love triangle that would come around? Obviously, she never would because she
never
loves you, likes you. I don't know if you said love yet, and you're three-wheelers. But if she started dating Russell Westbrook, and then she never would because Greta loves you.
But Greta leaves me for her brother.
For
and they do,
Ray or whatever his name is. And then those two met up.
Shut
in a
the hell
different
up.
place.
That would be crazy. Me and Gavin would be
Just
the Westbrooks would win on that one.
Bashing it. You guys be bashing. You guys probably move in together, start a show together with your own little segment.
Yeah, we'd have
Ben
to.
and Gavin.
Every time I get food for the house, I come back and where'd all my food
Gavin
go?
had a girl over that night. It's all gone.
One meal, Ben. That was one meal.
Yeah, sorry, we were watching a movie. She wanted some snacks.
All your food's gone.
Yeah, no. I asked Gav if he was gonna go to a game, and he told me that he got season tickets because he didn't want to leave his girl alone
Really?
with the basketball players.
Had to,
You
man.
actually got season tickets?
Yeah,
How much were those?
he
Too
blew
much.
he blew
Shut
his
the frick
YouTube
up.
bag on some season tickets.
How many three-wheelers?
Dude, a couple. That was definitely 4 or 5 250Rs.
So what are you gonna do?
Per
Just
game.
This is jokes, right? But you trust her. She's good.
Oh, I trust her. Of course.
So
yeah.
what are you
I just
gonna?
But he's not gonna let her out of his sight.
You're just gonna sit there and be watching her, make sure no
yeah,
no
sure.
one
Yeah, he's
no
gonna-
no basketball players obviously first off
Damn
probably
right.
the biggest threat,
Yep.
and then second off probably guys in the stands.
100%.
Making sure nobody's looking at her.
Staring, no
Yeah.
binoculars.
You
nothing
could get
crazy.
a mirror or something hold in front of her so that way
I can see
they
what she's
just-
looking at and make
be
sure.
a one way. Yeah,
Yep.
And,
Yeah, that's a
she feels like she's there, but you're just
I'm right
moving
there.
it around.
Yeah,
They
Gav.
can't see her.
The more I hear about you and your relationship, you're a good guy.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. I try. Yeah.
The three-wheeler guy's worst enemy, basketball player.
I'm scared right now.
Bro,
I'll
I
tell
don't
you
think
that.
you could be any more different than a NBA basketball
Exactly,
player.
dude.
You are
So
damn right about
the fact
that.
that she likes you should make it feel pretty secure.
Exactly,
You're
dude.
right.
If you were playing right now
Yeah.
in a B league, if you played for what's the Harlem Globetrotters, what's the other team that always loses? The Generals or something like that? Anyway, if you played for some shitty basketball team,
Right.
I would be concerned.
100%.
Yeah,
But you
yeah, 'cause
don't,
then,
right?
then it's like she's hitting the upgrade.
Yeah,
It's like
she
you can't
likes
really.
basketball players, but
Yep.
she's good, dude.
No, she just wants a redneck or something.
When it comes down to three-wheeler riding rednecks, you're top of the line.
That's what
right.
I mean.
Top of the line.
There's no one better.
100%. I'll claim
So-
it. Yeah.
You got that in the books.
Thank you. I don't know. I mean, yeah. Just keep my composure. It'll work out.
And your eyes peeled.
And my eyes peeled. Yeah. Yep. Be there sitting.
What are you afraid you're gonna get in a fight with them?
Something.
You
man.
run down, get in a fight
on the
on the
court.
court.
Nikola Jokic.
Jokic, right, dude?
Does that
Are they
concern
able
you?
to hang
Dude,
with the basketball players?
I mean, I don't know. I'm me. Like, I
Sorry,
feel,
I
I
just
feel
wondered.
like I'm, nice. But if it got mean enough, I could,
I was more so asking
Like what-
if
yeah.
the women they don't travel together, do they? I'd imagine
No,
not.
they don't. Yeah, it's just
But
home
do
games.
they don't practice together?
No practices, nothing. It's in their contract.
But their locker rooms are
So
in the
it's-
same.
Hey, easy. No, it's in their contract. They're not allowed.
It's
to
impossible.
They hit the shower. The showers.
Hey, chill.
They have separate locker rooms, but the showers are
They're combined.
I already lost. I'm already done then, dude. Don't say that.
What were you gonna say, Ev?
No, don't even say it, Ev.
I don't even remember.
Go
anymore.
ahead.
There's something about contract.
Yeah.
Oh
so
yeah,
there's
no,
a
I was saying
contract.
so it's like
So they're not
physically
allowed to.
impossible for them to have any contact. It could never happen.
Well, no,
It's physically impossible, but
I
it's
guess,
contractually
I guess that two
impossible.
of the girls broke the contract last year, so
Really?
that's where that goes.
There were contract breakers?
I don't want to talk. I don't know how much I'm allowed to talk about that too much.
Wow, I can't believe it.
Yeah, you
never
can.
imagined
I am shocked.
I know. 6'10" in the Ferraris. Yeah, that doesn't sound good on you, huh?
Hey, but it ain't no Honda.
It ain't no Honda freeway. It ain't no
Hey.
250R two-stroke from 85. I'll tell you that. God damn it.
You ever have a throttle stick on one of your Hondas?
That'd be a bad day. Dude, I actually have, bro.
I
surprised
figured
by that.
Yeah, bro. I'm in my old shop, man. I'm pulling in throttle sticks on an old 185. I have a wooden freaking thing holding the building up, kind of. Takes
Well,
that
wait, there's one piece of wood
No, there's-
holding
no,
up the building.
2x4.
This is right in the middle.
I just gotta get this picture clear.
No, I got like 5 of them. 5 beams right there. And yeah, I took out one of them. Bad day. Stopped right there, though. It was okay. Nothing bad.
Roof stayed up.
Yep. Roof stayed up.
Dude, there's nothing worse than a throttle sticking.
Dude,
Last time I had a
nothing
throttle
worse.
stick, it was on my friend Brett Turcotte's brand new RMK snowmobile. Hopped on it. I was pulling it up to take a thumbnail picture next to this big sign, right? Throttle stuck, wide open through the sign, and then it hit a clump of trees.
Shut up.
Insane.
Are
dude.
you serious?
Insane.
It was a monument. He
What
hit a
happened?
freaking
I hit a monument. Yeah, it was so bad. It was so not ideal.
I wonder how
dude.
that sign is.
Not good.
Not-
Someone sent
not
a
there.
picture of it this summer, and like it looks really janky because there was like 8 feet of snow on the ground when we screwed it back together. So like 8 feet up in the trees, there's just this like kink in it.
Yeah, but we did put it back together.
We did. We tried our best, and it truly was an accident.
It's fine. It's
The
a good
worst,
story.
the worst throttle sticking has to be that Instagram clip of them of the SEMA build where they're finishing it up. The guy's under the hood just takes off under him in
I've
reverse.
never
Have you
seen
seen that?
it.
You've never seen that?
No. Pull
it up.
You guys know what I'm talking about? No, I'll have to find it. Throws it into reverse, Terry.
Oh, way.
Oh no, he hung on to her.
No! Oh!
You haven't seen that?
Dude, I love how the rock lights turn on. That's bad news, Bears.
Dude, that
That's
was like,
tough, dude.
from what I read, that was like 2 weeks before SEMA, too.
Oh no, dude.
And they really had a time crunch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Time wasn't the only thing crunched.
That was funny. Dude, they're going to see that and hate you for that.
I hope things worked out.
Okay, when you talk about throttle sticking, dude, I saw this video. It's so bad. It literally, he's okay. I'm going to spoil it.
okay.
I'm going to spoil it. But this is the most ridiculous way to die ever.
We're in Melbourne, Florida. It's fucking beautiful, dog.
Starts bad if you're in Florida.
No. No.
He's not alive.
What?
You sit down after that.
How the what?
After watching, so he's on a parking garage. And I don't know. I think he just blacked out or his throttle got stuck. I don't know. But he made a mistake because he could just pull in his clutch and hit his brake and stop. But
Dude, he did panic
Yeah, he
and,
did.
and he panic revved it.
I don't even know.
I don't know how he turns around.
It doesn't make any sense. But I mean, it's definitely real. Like his bike's all smashed up. And
Is there a ledge that he was standing on? Like over the...
Look at the shoes he was riding a rocket in.
it doesn't look like there's much of a ledge. I believe that's a top comment. Boat shoes on a motorcycle.
What the? That's where he went wrong.
Kind of reminds me of me on Mike's moped. Just
Yeah, that
freaking,
too.
yep, wrong brake, wrong lever, down.
Yeah, that one didn't go too well for you.
You're
That one
missing a
hurt.
wheel. That's why.
Yep, damn right.
Where's Mike?
He had to sleep.
It's 5 o'clock.
What's up with that, Ryan? That's your brother.
Brother-in-law. Take a drink for that, eh?
He's a good kid. He's a little guidance still.
Yeah, Ryan, you're going to have to take him under your wing now.
Dude, I think my wings are too small to take anyone under there. I think I'm building a bumblebee, dude. I'm just trying to fly myself.
You and I both, Rye.
Just trying to fly myself.
Just flying, baby.
Like, we're there against the odds.
Oh, 100%. We're up in the air.
Yeah, we're flying.
We're doing it.
Against the odds.
Gav, dude, if you could be one animal, what would you be?
That's a good question right there. I'd probably say an eagle.
That's a good answer.
Right?
Seems like a lonely life.
Kind of does.
Eagles
but-
are always alone.
Dude, they're kind of like a lone wolf, though. I mean, that's just you got to be like that sometimes. What are you guys chuckling about, Ryan?
I'm just looking at Evan right now, trying to figure out what type of animal he is.
Dude, he'd be a cheetah.
I think you kind of look like
Freaking baboon.
A baboon.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Dude, you just remind me of
not
little
something that
Tasmanian
flies.
devil or something.
Ken would be a like an old farm dog that never leaves the porch.
I was thinking like a wise orangutan.
I was thinking old rhino. Weathered.
Old
bloodhound.
I know if any of those fit, but
I don't know enough about animals. Like I can't pick
Can't
what
accurately
one would be.
pick?
I'd have to see pictures of like certain.
You
and
could
then I'd be able
Pull
to-
up some pictures
if
of
you just
animals.
had to just throw a dart at the board though, like what do you think you'd be?
Oh, I was talking for Ken.
Oh.
What would you be, Siege?
French bulldog.
Oh,
yes,
That's a diss.
he would be.
That's a diss. Damn.
Ken had that one
You've
ready
always
to go.
talked about how sick Frenchies are.
He'd be a
No,
French
I don't say
bulldog.
that about Frenchies. I like
that's
just
the old
normal
one.
bulldogs.
Oh, okay.
That was a diss, man. I don't know if anyone wants to be a French bulldog.
Ben, what would you be?
Gosh, I don't know, dude. trying to think.
No, you got to pick for him. What would he be?
I don't even know. You're kind of cool, calm, and collective, but
kinda
good
look-
energy at the same time.
Yeah.
You're a hard read, man.
Like maybe like a wombat.
A wombat? Why a wombat?
Pull
Yeah.
a picture of a wombat.
What the hell is
Yeah.
a wombat?
I don't know. If you look one up, I'm sure you'll see many similarities.
Pull it up, Ken.
I was going to say a lemur, but I like a wombat.
What would Micah be? A sloth?
Yeah.
Awfully
100%.
close. Yeah. Probably. Or an anteater.
Look at the one where it's looking straight ahead on the right.
A wombat.
Where it looks like it just woke up.
That kind of fits you, Ben.
Where do wombats live?
Australia.
Ken could be a kangaroo. Like Ken's kind of like a mother figure around here.
Yeah, but he's not that jumpy. Like, when's the last
More of
time
an
you seen-
elk than a kangaroo.
Maybe a moose. A moose?
Forests, woodlands, coastlands, mountain forests, they live fucking everywhere.
Oh, the southern hairy-nosed
Australia.
wombat.
Eastern Australia.
I can see Evan being a raccoon.
Yeah, dirty little bandit. Digging in your garbage cans.
Kind of looks like a bandit already with the stripes. Up to no good.
Yeah, raccoons are all right. I'll take that.
Pretty active though, you know, like
They just eat so much. They're just
100%
fat.
units
Yeah.
right
they're
there,
like,
man. Kind of like
still
you, huh?
compact though at the same time, you know.
Dense nuggets.
dense.
Yeah. Not as dense as like a beaver, though. Gav kind of looks like a beaver.
Dude, I knew that was coming.
Have you been called a beaver before in your life?
I think I actually was. I used to have a freaking gnarly mullet that was bleached blonde, and everyone called me a beaver because of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're kind of a beaver. Dense little nug.
Is that a good thing?
Yeah.
Or you'd be like a
I'd say it's
snapping
great thing
turtle.
for your,
Snapping
your
turtle, yeah.
situation.
What's Ryan?
The rhino.
Zerat.
More of a possum.
No, Mike would be a little rat.
A possum.
Rat, dude.
What
Hit
is
me with
Ryan?
the rat.
I think it's a possum.
Some kind of bird I think would fit.
Oh,
A
yeah.
bird? What kind of bird? Like a hawk or something?
You're
or
a
what?
bird, I'm a bird.
What are you?
Like a little blue jay.
Oh, right. It is a little blue jay, huh?
Or like a little woodpecker. Ryan's a little woodpecker. Fucking Ev's a woodpecker when boys around.
No. There's no wood pecking between me and him.
I like how Dalton's just referred to as boy now. Yeah, you know, when boy's around, the young boy.
I guess that's that.
Probably wrap
Should
up.
have sign off as a blue jay.
Yeah.
Better than a fucking whatever that other thing
At
you
least you're not
called
a
me was.
freaking beaver, dude.
Beavers are sick, dude.
Beavers.
Are they sick? What's sick about a beaver?
They're amphibious, moderately. They build dams.
I got a French bulldog. That's about as lame as unathletic. You shouldn't even be you shouldn't even be alive. Like that's like genetically modified pet.
They're cute though.
Yeah, I don't know if that's like necessarily a compliment either.
Cute.
But
I hope someone out there like hears this and like blends you into.
Yeah,
AI.
Well,
to
maybe
look
if someone
at
can
an
do it,
animal.
just make us some like
Or
images of, or if you even like search, like it shows a picture of us and then what we would be as an animal. But anyways, thank you guys for listening. Hit the subscribe button. Life Wide Open podcast. Appreciate you guys. We do this every week, and we'll see you next week.
Peace.